the dawn of the 20th century will live forever in memory.
How full of optimism Europeans reached a national achievement peak. So many barriers breached, new discoveries we seek.
Science pushes ever forward, going upward, moving onward. Technological opportunities open up miraculous possibilities.
With bursts of creativity, X-rays, electrons, and radioactivity. Then Curie presents radioactive elements, radium and polonium. It's a pandemonium.
Science pushes ever onward, marching, running, moving forward, thrilling, new discoveries, all quite revolutionary.
Ah, atoms! Hail to Democritus! By convention, there is sweet, bitter, hot and cold, but in reality, there are only atoms and the void.
Bravo!
But now, our own great philosopher Ernst Mach denies the existence of what you cannot see. What do you think, Albert?
I know exactly the answer to the hottest question of the day. If you can't see atoms, do atoms really exist?
Shall we just forget that crazy old Greek? Can atoms be metaphysical nonsense? Convenient for calculations only? Can experience be the only basis for knowledge?
I like his bulldog skepticism, but atoms do exist. I can prove it. There are answers you can find. See the things that you can't see. What is in between the lines? Use the eye of your mind. Be of the senses free. Watch the smoke through the air. Particles flitting here and there in a random drunken walk. We only see large specks, each an atom complex. But deep down, the air atoms lurk. Collide with small particles, they jerk like swarms of ants pushing a rock. But I know what happens, buzzing atoms are there, the smoke particles, they jerk. A bit here, a bit there, it helps me count the atoms everywhere.
Bravissimo, bravissimo! Avogadro would be so proud of our shithead.
There are answers you can find. See the things that you can't see.
The closest person in this world, my deepest link, as precious as a pearl, makes my fears all shrink, takes away the agony of strife, brings a new world to life. He fell in love with me, but is it meant to be? Lifts my soul to starry skies, staring into the meant to be. Oh, unusual and rare, like an answered prayer. It's as simple as can be. He set my spirit free. He fell in love with me, but is it meant to be?
Something interesting all week I've been chasing. Much to my merriment, call it a thought experiment. I'm on a bicycle pedaling faster. Please refrain from laughing. Can I catch up with the light wave? Now here's the answer I so crave. From my bicycle moving, could I be really proving the wave seems to be slowing? Would you see the light wave frozen? Can Maxwell's laws be broken? Can I finally jump on the wave? Is that the way the light would behave? There are answers you can find. See the things that you can't see. What is in between the lines? Use the eye of your mind. Be of your senses free.
Riding a light beam. What a poetic concept.
But is riding a light, or can you ride a light wave like a bicycle? Is a light wave something you can catch? Question your assumptions relentlessly.
You are doing it again. What a wasteful lifestyle. Morning sailing in the Zurich Sea and then afternoon cafe skipping classes.
Oh, Mitza, you understand my black soul too well.
Oh, incorrigible. You are always well enough for cafes, but not for math or your labs. You better watch out. Minkowski is calling you a lazy dog, ignorant of mathematics. He says you will never amount to anything.
He who has tasted freedom can no longer wear chains.
Now what is that supposed to mean? Freedom from...
Oh, let's see. I'm so lucky to have you. Strong and independent. My equal. I feel alone with everyone else, except you. How did I ever live alone before my everything?
And I am so lucky to have found you.
Oh, you do love me, don't you? Even though I am the dirty scoundrel full of devilries. You get me so hot. Like the kinetic pull of molecular atoms, which reminds me of a good one. In the Garden of Eden lay Adam, complacently stroking his madam, when such was his mirth that...
Albert! You're doing it again, and yesterday you made me wait all day. And then we hardly talked all evening, falling into a trance every time I tried to... What happens to you?
It was only that nagging question that I was so mean to you. Can I catch up with a light wave on my bicycle?
Maxwell says the dance of light waves can never be frozen. Electric and magnetic field...
Oh, Maxwell's physics. God's secret language. Now see how bright and cheerful I've become.
And I don't have the time. I'm off to the lab. Will you come over tonight?
I can't wait to be with you again. My all, my very own street urchin. I love you so.
We should go over the notes for Weber's lecture, which you made me miss.
Again with Weber and his babbling monologues. Godless drudgery. He lectures on physics like he reads obituaries. Why does he never talk about new physics like Maxwell and electromagnetic waves and light? Forget grouchy old Weber. We'll do real science together. Answer to no one.
Weber is angry. We're skipping so much. The rules are...
Rules? Rules are like laxos around my soul.
I am not doing it anymore.
So I will lose my bohemian classmate?
Bohemian? Why do you insult me so?
No, we are both bohemians. Free spirits. Free thinkers. To hell with conformity.
He's going to fail us both.
We will remain bohemians in a Philistine world.
I'm going to lock myself up and work harder than everyone. Harder than you. I am the only woman in the physics class. See? Again! Now where did you go?
Sorry, it's that question again. See, Mitza, that clock over there. How do they synchronize it with the other clocks?
By sending radio signals back and forth, of course.
That would work fine with Burn's clock and Berlin's clock, but how would they synchronize it with a clock on a moving train? It's been bothering me for months.
I don't see why that is such a big problem.
Well, clearly the radio beam has to take a bit longer to get to a train moving away from Zurich than it takes to get to a stationary train.
And a bit shorter to get to a train moving towards Zurich.
Exactly. So synchronizing with moving clocks will result in clocks with different times. Well, then who will have the right time?
Oh, are you saying moving clocks show different times? Yes, that is a big problem. So, are you coming tonight?
Let's hop on a trolley and ride across town. We can talk all about Mozart and Maxwell and moving clocks. So much more fun than Minkowski's math and Starchild Weber's monologues.
You know I can have nothing like that without being punished.
I am dying to show you a new trail to the top. Spectacular views of Zurich.
You are such a devil. I'm off to the lab now. Will you play your violin for me tonight? Be cheerful, and if you find any pretty flowers, bring me a few.
I will be waiting for you with a pounding heart.
I am spinning, I am crazy, losing myself maybe. Would he catch me if I fall, or will I end up nowhere at all? Is it real or am I dreaming? Is this love that I am feeling? Would he come through for me? Should I face tragedy? Something new here is stirring. Is this my heart I'm hearing? He fell in love with me, but is it meant to be? Oh, unusual and rare, like an answered prayer. It's as simple as can be. He set my spirit free.
They pass you?
It was hell. Stupid Weber, he kept asking the same questions over and over.
I barely passed myself. Weber is a Philistine, stuck in the old. All talent escapes him.
I was always at the top of my class. My father spent so much money to send me to the...
Weber is a pighead. Trust me. Forget about stupid exams. Let's keep working together on new physics.
It's your fault. It's your fault. I am always busy chasing your wild physics fantasies, moving clocks and all that crazy stuff. I should never have cut Weber's classes. He hates me. How can I possibly be of use to you anymore?
You're still my best critic. My mathematical sorcerer. I need you to check my calculations. What clever proofs you suggest. You catch me when I stumble. You will surely pass next time.
You are always painting a beautiful picture of the future. There won't be a next time, Johnny.
See how happy and proud we will be when we bring our work on moving clocks to a victorious end.
There won't be a next time, Albert.
It doesn't matter how many times you have to try. Take it from a repeat failure, Mitzi.
I'm pregnant.
What? With child?
That's usually how it goes.
Are you sure?
It's useless.
A little boy arrive. Our Johann Zerl.
Johann Cyril. Maybe it will be at Lee Searle. She will come by January. My science days are over, right?
No, Mitzi. You have the brain of a scientist. You don't have to give up on physics. We will bring everything to a happy conclusion. We'll have our own home where we can finally work together without interruption. We can do whatever we like, huh?
You think a baby will bring that kind of peace? I'll go back to my parents.
Never! You must go on fighting! It's not the end of the world. Our future's just deferred. So please don't go berserk. We always will be equal partners in love and work, like Pierre and Marie Curie.
Pierre and Marie Curie, are you saying we should marry?
As soon as I find good work, maybe I'll be a patent clerk or even an insurance salesman. I'll give private lessons. I really don't mind. I'll take the first job I can find. Our future's not ended, dear. Our hope's suspended.
How can you expect your parents not to reject, no matter how much you wish? I'm not even Jewish. How can I marry their good German boy? Their one and only true joy. I'm sure you always knew she wants a real wife for you to just cook and clean. Think of what she would do. She'll make a nasty scene.
I have more resolve in my one finger than all our parents together. It's not the end of the world. Our future's just deferred.
To me, it's quite clear cut. I can never be a wife. She'll just call me the slut that ruined your life.
No one can cast a stone upon your head. It may take them a while, they'll just have to reconcile instead.
My papa I can't ever face. It's such a disgrace. A betrayal of all I worked for. He wanted me to be a professor. Your behavior leaves little doubt. You're always rushing to break all the rules. A regular dropout. You dropped out of school, dropped out of your country, and now look at you. Now you're absolutely free. But even so, you've got no money. If we should marry, what would father think of me?
Reasons you have 1,000, but I can be the best husband. I'll take care of everything. A job, a flat, the furniture, even a ring.
Your words always sound sublime, but you can't find your keys most of the time.
Let's just stay together. It's not the end of the world. Our future's just deferred.
No, it's best to part, yes, bitterly, but you go right back to Italy and work for your father. I'll go back to my parents. We shouldn't bother. It's just so apparent.
I love you, you must stay. Please don't run away. Hey, Como, remember? Don't let our fire go out like an ember.
You don't have to feel sorry for me.
No, don't run away! If you leave now, you will take half my life with you. Look at what those stupid devils left on our door. Hail Albert, Knight of the Shithead Club. Yeah.
Some truth hides in there.
Did you get a chance to look at my math yet, Mitza?
Yes, many times. It's just simple algebra and Pythagoras geometry, but needed a clever transformation.
My mathematical sorceress. A capital idea. Elegant.
I hope you will put some references in your paper. I didn't find a single reference. How can you publish without references, Johnny?
Oh, yes, that's right. I will thank Besso. He is my best sounding board. And you, of course, Mitzi.
No need. After all, we are now one stone. Einstein.
Einstein. How clever. I will submit the paper to Annalyn. I hear Planck has an open mind. And what did you think about my final conclusions on relative motion?
Oh, you mean the principle of relativity? Bizarre. Clocks show different times for people moving at different speeds.
Right. Amazing. No? What did you think of that, Mitzi?
Troublesome. God's clock should tick the same for everyone. Tick tock. No one is going to accept that. I don't think Planck will publish something that bizarre.
There is no single God's clock that runs the universe.
But time has to be absolutely the same for everyone and anyone, Johnny. There is one clock for the entire universe, breathing out the same seconds. Newton made that very clear.
No. Newton got it wrong.
So now you're contradicting Newton. You really want to go that far, Johnny? Planck will surely...
Yes, Mitzi, the fundamental meaning of time has to change. Time flows at different rates for different people in motion.
How can time be different for different travelers? How can trains run on time if no one can agree what time it is? You made a mistake somewhere.
Time and space are not absolutely the same for everyone. There you have it.
So what if I reach the speed of light?
Ergo, time will come to a stop. It's that simple.
Time will stop. And now you prove time slows down the faster I move. And what if I take flight at the very speed of light? Will time just stop? Indeed. And what if I top that magical speed? Will time go faster? Could I truly go past her? And now my thoughts are full of her. Memories flashing all a blur. Can it be true? I can undo the past. Bring back my girl. She went so fast, my dearly Searle. Will time take heed? Will time go back to fill my need, to fill my void of hopes destroyed? My dearly Searle, a wound that just won't heal. Her shadow lingers here. I held her hand for less than a year. And though I can no longer, my heart still holds her. And still my thoughts are full of her. Feelings flashing all a blur. Can it be true? I can undo the past. Bring back my girl. She went so fast, my dearly Searle. And if it's true, won't you come through, my dear? Come back, my girl. You left so soon, my dearly Searle. Come back. Oh, my dear
What were we reading, Mitza?
It's Leonard. I heard Leonard lecture in Heidelberg. About a surprise effect. He knocks electrons out of a metal with ultraviolet light. I tested that in his lab.
Why is that a surprise?
But with red light or blue light, no electrons come out, no matter how bright we made the light. That's the surprise.
Huh. Really strange. Why only ultraviolet light works? Did Leonard figure that out?
No, he was too busy with experiments and shouting at his students. But I hear he will get the Nobel for this.
Why only ultraviolet light works? Why not infrared light? Look at this, Mitza. Look at what I found. Why only ultraviolet light can knock out electrons?
Electrons.
So you see, Mitzi, ultraviolet light behaves like a stream of bullets that deliver strong kicks to the electrons inside the metal, strong enough to knock out electrons. But red light is like tiny grains of salt. No bullets, no punch, no matter how much salt you pour.
So your light bullets are like Planck's quanta. Ultraviolet bullets carry lots of energy. Red quanta are like salt grains. Very little energy, no punch.
Hurrah! Planck's quanta! Exactly! Yes, that's it. Energetic chunks of light. You got it, Mitzi. We should get the Nobel Prize for this, like Pierre and Marie, not Leonard.
But wait, light is a smooth, continuous wave. No streaming bullets there.
That's true. Quite true. Maybe Planck stopped short. Maybe light, by its very nature, travels like streams of bullets or particles, not like sound waves.
Hold on, Albert. It's been clear for a long time now that light spreads as continuous waves, not like beams of particles. You can't just wave your magic wand and turn light waves into particle streams. Maxwell's waves are gospel truth. Radio waves spread out all over space to bring music to everyone, all at the same time. Even if we are in different places. How can a narrow stream of particles do that? How can a beam bring music to everyone?
Ah, yes, Mitzi. You feel the deep mystery of Maxwell's equations. Radio waves, invisible light, fascinating. But what are these waves? You see the contradictions too.
Contradictions everywhere.
Bah! I just killed Maxwell's waves with a quantum bullet.
Ah.
I put Hans to bed an hour ago.
Who's coming?
Please, I've got to take care of Hansi. You take care of Marcel, and maybe he will bring news from Zurich. Perhaps an opening for Professor.
You seem so elated today. Patent clerk, third class? Is it not beneath you?
History is full of bad jokes. It was the only way to move on.
You are now the patent king on electrical devices.
I couldn't care less about being on top. Weber's been sabotaging me all along. I should never have asked him for his recommendations, that vermin, that ignoramus. Look at these rejection letters. And then, Marcel, you miserable creature, you smoked, dried, canned piece of soul, you beat me to the last lectureship. But thanks to your devotion and compassion, you did not forget your luckless old friend.
You have handled so many rejections. I admire that.
God gave the stubborn donkey a tough hide.
Still, a federal ink pisser examining boring patents 8 hours a day.
I can do a full day's work in 3 hours, which leaves me the rest of the day to hatch my best ideas. There is so much thinking to be done.
But don't you miss our fanatic orgies of free thinking in Zurich cafes?
Actually, the patent job arrested my falling spirit. Now I have plenty of time. I'm getting ready to turn in 4 new papers.
I'm sure they'll set the world of physics on fire.
Live to dream about how the world might really be. So many pictures we now believe just don't make any sense to me. Every time I lift my head, atoms jostle round instead, pollen particles around, till I can see the very atoms, till they're no longer phantoms. Everyone believes atoms to be. So I'll make a new world they'll all reject. That's just what I expect. They will all just call me crazy, till one day they'll all accept my vision of reality. I'll make space and time elastic. Won't that make us all ecstatic? Time will flow so differently for you and me. And with a universal smile, our clocks they will all reconcile with my theory of relativity. So I'll make a new world they'll all reject. That's just what I expect. They will all just call me crazy, till one day they'll all accept my vision of reality. In my new world, mass can change with energy. E and MC square are equal, and that's how you all will remember me. My vision of reality, I've changed the nature of light, so quanta will echo through the night. Oh, what a grand fantasy, mass will become particles, oh, what a miracle. I'll open a new world where atoms will be real, space and time fantastic, and then I will reveal particles are waves in plastic along with space and time in a wondrous pantomime with mass and energy. In my theory of relativity.
What Leonard is saying about our relativity, Johann Zero, it's all hyper-theoretical. Relativity of time and space throws up too many paradoxes.
I can't believe what he's saying. Theory is useless. Only experiments give an advanced understanding of the universe. To which I will say, no experiment should ever be believed until it is confirmed by theory.
I thought Leonard would be so pleased with your quantum explanation of his photoelectric effect.
The man is a chimp, I tell you. He tried to prove the existence of atoms and failed where I succeeded.
But he is a Nobel chimp. He will never accept our quantum.
The quantum world is strange, so get ready for everything to change.
Like Alice in Wonderland, how can we understand?
So take my hand to quantum fairyland.
Whoa, it's time to unmask. So I must just ask, what are you?
This morning I was a particle, but what is truly remarkable, as soon as I did shave, I turned into a wave. Oh my, what a curious thing. We don't know everything, so let's find out together. It's all so interesting what this whole new world could bring. So let's figure it out together.
Light is a wave.
Light is not a wave.
So light is a particle.
A truly quantum article. Waves can be particles.
And particles waves. Maxwell's turning in his grave.
Dual nature like heads and tails. Waves can be here and be there.
So particles can be here and particles can be there.
At the same time, ha! It would be a crime. Whoa! Whoa! What a curious thing. We don't know everything, so let's find out together. Whoa! It's all so interesting what this whole new world could bring. So let's figure it out together. Particles magically jump from one place to another without having tread the space in between.
Then Alice's queen would cry, "Off with your head!" And with one quantum jump,
Classical physics in the trash dump.
So, do you take the offer from Bern University?
Bern is a pigsty. It's all stiff, backward professors there. They flatly rejected my idea of teaching there once. No, I think it will be a waste of time for me to lecture there.
But you will be on the track for a professorship someday. Please think about this.
News! Zurich wants you for junior professor.
But Bern has rejected me time and again.
But now that Planck accepts you, I'm sure Zurich will be eager to catch you.
Now it is my turn.
You can't reject Zurich. Don't you want to be a professor?
Serves them right. I will not accept the puny salary they pay junior professors. The patent office is just fine for us and our work.
Oh, Zurich again. How delightful. Our spiritual hometown. All of our friends are in Zurich. Oh, all of our lovely places. I'm so tired of Bern. Oh, we can bring back the magic. I so miss our student days with coffee and
poverty.
I'm sure that you'll be forced to match your salary. You won't have to shit ink in the patent office anymore.
And I can finally finish my doctorate. Your patent job leads nowhere. In a few months, your baby will come.
If you demand to be in Zurich, let's send a postcard announcing our conditions.
And the shithead finally turns into a professor.
Let's sign our acceptance as shithead and wife. I write 2 different letters to his wild invitation. I'm waiting for a sign, trapped in indecision. One denying pleasure, 'cause I can't fall apart. To my family, no shame. I built this bridge to a new life. But I hear him whisper words, they lodge into my soul. Forever you will be my shrine. Every moment without you, every breath is without meaning. 'Cause in my heart, it's only you. I surrender. With open arms, he's waiting, but my heart is agitated. Which letter should I let go? Which way is best to go? Should I take my chances with the tossing of a coin? Am I leaping off this bridge to a future quite unsure? I hear him whisper words, they lodge into my soul. Forever you will be my shrine. Every moment without you, every breath is without meaning. 'Cause in my heart, it's only you. I surrender. I'm stepping out over the past. I'm yielding to love. My heart is for you. I'm moving past this threshold. 'Cause I hear him whisper words, they lodge into my soul. Forever you will be my shrine. Every moment without you,
Come, my little sorceress. I have much to show you. In every flower I find my mitzi. That is how I feel about my unplucked flower. Tonight is for us alone. To Dolly, to the first night of our union, my beloved sorceress.
You are such a devil. You know I can have nothing like that without being punished.
You will always be my little witch and street urchin.
Will you play your violin for me tonight?
Now I'm a full member of that guild of whores. Weber, Leonard, stuffy professors, bowing to industrialists, all whores.
Now where are you taking him?
Cafe Odeon, of course. It's the best new place in Zurich. Come on, Mita. This is your Zurich. Join us. We'll discuss the quantum.
No, you go on. I must finish unpacking. It will be time for Hans' lunch.
I know a bar, not very far, less than a minute from the limit, closer to the Cronin Hall, where literaries and Mata Harrys and Russian revolutionaries would meet after dark, drinking champagne by the glass or an Italian wine. The Art Nouveau chandelier takes you back in time.
Telegram. Brussels invites Einstein to the first Solvay conference on the quantum. 12 Nobel Prize physicists will be there. You can trade ideas with the likes of Marie Curie.
A scientific invitation. I'm filled with anticipation. So now finally I get to meet Curie, my lifelong idol, love to be a rival. I would feel equal, listen just a little to all those fine people, not just be one of the ladies. What about my babies?
Thanks for packing again. Apples and sandwiches will do much good.
Tell me about Sylvie.
For a moment, it felt like making a pilgrimage.
Did you talk to Marie Curie?
I was so lucky to meet her.
And Planck?
How wonderful to finally meet a real physicist.
What do you mean, real physicist? Have you ever looked in the mirror at us?
Einstein is nominated for the Nobel Prize, but relativity remains unproven. The German University of Prague offers Einstein a full professorship. Holland wants Einstein. Holland wants Einstein. The University of Vienna offers 20,000 crowns.
I feel like I'm being collected like a rare stamp.
Who will capture the big stone now? Where will the wandering Jew find a home? You are always running around with Beso and Marcel.
Oh, we only discussed new physics at the cafe. You must join us.
I know all about that cafe and why you always want to go there.
It's not what you think. It's a great meeting place for thinkers. Great ideas.
I found the letter.
Letter? What letter?
I cherish the memory of the lovely weeks we spent together in paradise. Are you still the same simple soul who expects nothing from the world? What is this? Who is this Anelli woman?
Let's not make a big drama out of this, Mitzi. Paradise was just a rundown hotel. She's just an old friend, and she's married.
Married? Then why does she write so affectionately to you? Did you reply?
Of course not. She was just a ghost from the past. She was just an insignificant little sweetheart who knew nothing and understood nothing. She just did my laundry.
I don't believe it. Were you not madly in love with her?
It's the truth. There's no reason for an explosion.
Why did you keep the letter then?
Well, now you're jealous of the past. This kind of anger is unattractive. The darker parts of your soul are coming out.
Unattractive. So now you think that I'm ugly. Oh, then go. Go join that Anelli woman and write love poems during your paradise.
Why must you lash out so?
I barely see you anymore. You avoid me all the time.
We should be celebrating, not fighting.
And now I've become just wife and cook and mother. No longer collaborator. But I'm still waiting here. I did not disappear. You barely throw me a crumb as you're eager to run to smoke with your friends. Your only passion is gravity. I fear how it all ends. You've lost touch with reality. You never ask me to look at your proofs. You just prefer to stay aloof. So let us not pretend we will ever work together on the quantum again. And now I've become just wife and cook and mother. No longer collaborator. But I'm still waiting here. I did not disappear.
Yes, it is true. In the past year, I've worked harder than ever on the problem of gravity.
And now you are collaborating with Marcel. I have always done the heavy mathematical lifting for you.
Our lives will always stay closely knit together.
Today is the day she left us. You don't suffer, you never recall, not a trace of regret. All I see is a blank wall, and someday you will forget about me too.
Why do you continue to torment yourself? You know we could do nothing about it at the time. I never saw the child. Be calm. Open a window. Let out this funeral air around you. Accept a little happiness.
Love is eternal commitment.
I understand. Loyalty is the Slav soul. But where is that sweet maiden from Como who wanted nothing more from me than a good time?
I can't bear to be near you right now. And now I have no voice. So coolly he made the choice, just as he struck her off his soul. Without a single thought, he blissfully forgot. So is there any doubt? He'll surely strike me out. Oh. But I'm still waiting here. I did not disappear.
We are here to offer you the greatest conditions you can ever dream of if you return to Germany. Germany is proud to invite you to return. Your salary will be the maximum payable to any professor. You will have no teaching obligations whatsoever. You may lecture as you please. You will be the director of your own theoretical institute in Berlin. under our Kaiser Wilhelm Institute.
He will never submit to the will of the German emperor. He hates imperialists.
We wish to welcome you to the Prussian Academy of Science. We are offering you double the maximum salary of a Prussian professor. These are terms professors can only dream of.
Tell them you hate Germany. Tell them you hate their military. Tell them how you abandoned their country as a teenager.
Wait. Let's hear them out. It looks like they want to offer me intellectual and financial freedom. And for life.
Tell them how much you hate nationalists.
Nietzsche, listen. Planck is not the petty autocrat who parades in line for the Kaiser.
Are these the Magi, sent by the Kaiser, come to pay homage to the rising star? Berlin is not your promised land. You are a Jew. They hate Jews. And ask most of them why most Jews are banned. How long will they suffer abuse?
On the contrary, Germany respects Jewish industrialists. Look at Haber and Bayer and...
As a scientist, he must favor humanitarian causes.
This is a great time to spread your science all over the world, from the capital of science.
Ask them for how long that can be before Germany goes to war. The Kaiser is a boorish, bombastic, power-hungry, belligerent menace.
And Berlin is rolling out the red carpet for us. I must talk things over with Mileva. I will have my answer for you by the time you get back from your sightseeing trip. Please, enjoy yourselves. The views from Riggy Mountain are spectacular. I will meet you at the cogwheel station. If I am wearing a red rose, my answer is yes. I will come to Berlin forever. If I am wearing a white rose,
Our community of best and brightest eagerly wait for you.
On you, they are just betting, as on a prime laying hen. It should be quite upsetting. Why be their trophy then? Rather concentrate happily on the great quantum mystery, the true nature of gravity, solve questions sublime, the weight of light, the bend of time.
I am not certain I can lay more golden eggs. But these are the greatest living and working conditions we can ever have. It will be the job of a lifetime.
Don't you see? Germany will collapse into barbarism. They are motivated only by fear and force. Their nationalism will shut out dissent. How long will it be before racism takes over? You will hate it there.
But the world is changing. Don't worry so much. Everything will be all right.
You are arguing against yourself. It just doesn't make sense.
Listen to me. Calm down. We will remain Swiss.
A move to Berlin will be like an artillery shell in the chest.
We need to talk.
It's been an eternity since we've seen each other. I'm surprised you even recognize me.
I am as tortured as you,
Uncertainty is the biggest torture in love.
and I must bear my cross.
I see everything is getting better for you.
Everything?
Even light bends for you. So, why have you come back to Zurich?
I am burning to take my dear boys into my arms again. Why did you leave Berlin so suddenly?
You stopped wanting to be alone with me. You treated me like an employee you cannot fire.
I don't want to make this more difficult. Please, don't turn my boys against me.
Your children can never turn against you. You need to show them that you are still their father.
There is always such Slavic gloom in your soul. I didn't come here to fight with you. We need to talk about our separate accounts.
It is truly embarrassing to ask assistance from others.
Just what I expected. You want money again. I'm paying for everything. I have no money myself.
You betrayed me.
At this point, There's only one thing I can do that will be in your best interest.
What do you mean, my best interest? I don't like the sound of this.
I want to make this right. I have come to offer you a detailed financial plan to support you and the boys after our divorce.
And now you throw me away like an old pair of shoes. How could you ever? I thought you'd never. We made a great team together. We were a product of great dreams. Do you remember? I thought you'd never make me fall in love with you and not decide to stay. Like I got a knife straight to my throat when the thought of you kept me afloat. It's my worst nightmare coming true to think I might be losing you. I was your closest confidant, giving into your every single want. I thought forever we'd be together, and now I become an afterthought. Just myself and a numb heart's what I've got. Because you chose her, how could you sever all we could be, and every memory since we met that day? Like I got a knife straight to my throat when the thought of you kept me afloat. It's my worst nightmare coming true to think I might be losing you. Though you're driving us apart, you're a genius at everything. A genius at everything. And when I lose you, what in the world am I gonna do? Oh, like I got a knife straight to my throat when the thought of you kept me afloat. It's my worst nightmare coming true to think I might be losing you, even though you're still the one I love. Though you're driving us apart, you're a genius at everything except the heart.
They have nominated me for the Nobel Prize so many times I'm bound to win it soon. I'm ready to make you a legal promise to invest the entire sum in the name of our boys. You can draw on the interest right away.
I would rather be at your side in Stockholm.
That won't be possible now. Please, take the money. It will keep you comfortable for the rest of your life.
I see. You are in love with her. I can tell. She has finally taken you from me.
How can Elsa take from you what you do not possess?
You are abandoning us for her, just like you left us for science. So I must protect our boys from that nasty state.
It's you who abandoned our love with your undying jealousy.
What the devil do you see in her?
She is light and you are dark.
Aren't you embarrassed? She's your cousin. Does she even love you?
We are spending enough time under the same roof to threaten our good name. I must get
I don't care about that strumpet. Let her roast, chasing after a married man. You are breaking your promise to let me remain your wife, even if at least in name.
Why do you have to poison everything that could be my life's pleasure?
Your reputation will be a casualty.
I guess it will be well-deserved punishment for my weakness in shackling my life to yours.
Your conduct is a crime against me and your children. I will never divorce you. I shall be the one and only Einstein.
Why do the war will last longer? This world war or our divorce?
The 1921 Nobel Prize for Physics goes to Albert Einstein.
At last, after 10 nominations, they finally decide to celebrate relativity.
There's so much I still want to say. I'm surprised I decided to come.
But the prize is for the quantum theory.
What? Not for relativity? What, is this a bad joke? The committee snubs me again?
Relativity still remains too controversial. I hope the prize money will clear the air between you two.
It would have been fitting if we won the prize together, like Pierre and Marie Curie. When did I become the enemy? I never understood.
Albert is now the primary symbol of German science.
But he agreed not to marry again. Those were the terms of our divorce. The Zurich court ordered it.
Do you think anyone can ever order Albert?
Does he still have any feelings for me?
I have no idea. Best to leave the past in the past.
The last thing I want to do is push him away. I didn't know what love felt like until I met him. But now, I know what a broken heart feels like too.
Your general relativity is a mathematical cathedral. So many future Nobel Prizes. You have created a new structure for the universe. You give us the formula for God's fire of creation. Prophetic. The music of the universe plays in your ears alone. Now, how are you weathering this storm of popularity?
My God, photographers follow us everywhere. Then a blinding fog occurs, not a breeze nor a breath of air. Young girls want to snip locks of my hair. What a trip. I have to push them away, but they all want to stay. And reporters turn everything I say into the most solemn news column. Never thought I'd see the day. Young girls run to me screaming, there's just no escaping. Such a glorious pleasure, I'm their newest treasure. And on the street, warped space and bent like greed, I see coachmen and waiters with agility argue space and time and relativity. I can hardly believe it, 'cause it's all I've been dreaming. But our work is still incomplete. We can never accept defeat. We must march on and on till there comes a new dawn. In the bewitching quantum world, so many contradictions swirl. So much mystery remains, it simply blows our brains. I have become the masterpiece of the cackling flock of newspaper geese. And truth be told, just like in the fairy tale, how can I ever fail but turn everything into gold? Now comes the Nobel Prize, and there's so much more to idolize. After 8 nominations, but no standing ovations, who can stop me now? But our work is still incomplete. We can never accept defeat. There's no reason for applause till we find the hidden laws that predict behavior with certainty. Certainty till eternity. We must march on and on till there comes a new dawn. A new dawn.
Surely the time is ripe to come to grips with the mystery. Which picture is right? Particles or waves? Can waves and particles coexist like two sides of the same coin? In duality, there is wholeness.
Love is joy. Love is pain. Now anger, then solace. So you see, it's tricky like a maze. This world of duality with our opposite quality. How strange, how very strange. We could still coexist like two sides of coin. Love is joy. Love is pain.
Ah, but uncertainty and randomness will turn particles into probability waves, like a ghost you can't control.
Uncertainty and probability have no proper place in physics.
But the uncertainty principle will rule the atomic world.
Unsure, uncertain. I'm feeling now. Uncertainty is the biggest torture in love. The more sure you are, the less you know where you are going. Love is like a ghost. You can't control. Most of us who have loved have felt the true ambiguity of our condition. It hurts to let go, but sometimes it hurts more to hold on.
Quantum uncertainty and quantum probability will rule the world forever.
We must search for real laws. Laws that allow us to predict future behavior with certainty, not merely the probability of occurrences. We must look for certainty.
There is no certainty. Love is not predictable. Remember Como?
I risked it all. I gave it all for love. Love keeps us guessing. No point obsessing. What happens next? Let every moment crest. So I risked it all. I gave it all.
But when does light behave like a particle, and when does it behave like a wave?
The test decides whether the photon appears as a particle or as a wave. Only the test can reveal the true nature of the quantum.
The test decides. Only the test of life will reveal the true nature of love. Is it true love? Will you sacrifice your career for your love? Will you sacrifice your child for your love? Can I let him go for love? Now I've reached rock bottom, all my dreams forgotten. How did it all collapse so fast? He was the pearl in my shell. Who would have known what it would spell when the lustrous gem was finally cast? But through it all, I weathered every weather. My love stood tall, and though it hurts, 'cause all you ever wanna do is carry on your quest for truth. And even though I still want you, I'm letting you go. 'Cause finally I can see if I want you to be happy, I gotta love for you in this universe is always certain. And even though it's hurting, I'll set aside this feeling through it all. I'll weather every weather. My love stays immortal, and though it hurts, 'cause all you ever wanna do is carry on your quest for truth. And even though I still want you, I'm letting you go. 'Cause finally I can see, if I want you to be happy, I gotta let you go. Gotta let you go. Gotta let you go. We're no longer one stone. No, we're just too hard to love. I'm gonna let you go.
Once, love drove me crazy, like absolutely nothing else. Now I've learned it's better to simply isolate myself from love's unpredictability. I'm seeking stability, a little serenity for my sanity. One thing is certain on these quantum incantations: unpredictability, the imprecise uncertainty must all disappear. I've got to keep it clear, 'cause God does not play dice with our universe. No, no, God does not play dice with our universe. Wake up! Wake up from this insane dream! All the contradictions make me want to scream. But one thing is sure enough, the world isn't run like a damn casino. No, God does not play dice with our universe. So now, I'll beat my drum for a new day to come. Nothing is more certain than the quantum reality of our universe. That's my only sermon, and we'll surely end this quantum curse with complete predictability, a little clarity, the right mentality. If we just wake up, and open your mind. How long will this damn haze just keep us so blind? So wake up, here come brand new days. Nothing's in our way. And as for love, I feel with confidence and even quite delirious. It's the most beautiful thing we can experience. It's so mysterious. It's captivating us. How I marvel in its midst. And now it's become so clear, the final truth I speak. What love's denied me here, in the stars I finally must seek. In the stars I finally must seek.